This video is about why you should never allow your life to be controlled by these things. There are 4 very important things that your life should never be controlled by at all under any circumstance. And to find out what those 4 things are, please stay tuned to this video. Welcome to the SCG Show, the home of education entertainment, and please do me a favor, if you really enjoyed this video, smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. Our life is what we make it. And as the Stoics have always stressed, let's try and give up the illusion of control. As humans, we're so obsessed with ultimate control with almost everything in life. We strive to be the healthiest and best versions of ourselves, or we strive to do as much as we can as quick as possible to get us further ahead and as far ahead as possible as well. I've seen so much in my life contrast to popular opinion. I've seen people who have been the healthiest people drop dead for no reason. And I've seen people who smoke, gamble, and drink excessively live well into their 90s. So ultimately, when it is time for us to leave this earth, it is time. And when we eventually give up the illusion of control too, we can first step into freedom. Most likely we're controlled by so many different things in our lives, from our mortgage, our debts, and certain other bills and bits and pieces, and buying food, water. Then there's unnecessary expenses like buying an expensive car that you couldn't afford, and so on. Before understanding the things that we should not let our life be controlled by, we should really give up what we cannot control, such as the weather, other people, unfortunately, physics, and most other things. What we can control is ourselves, our emotions, how we respond to things rather than reacting emotionally. This is an important life lesson to understand what we can and can't control. Unfortunately, the rest of this video may seem pointless to other people. We are living in an incredibly soft generation that are extremely entitled. They've been brainwashed to believe they can have everything they want and they can have it quickly as well. Not realizing that success takes hard work, discipline, and determination. And regardless of life's ups and downs, one thing remains consistent: our character. You decide how you want to be. Here are the 4 things you never want to be controlled by in your life. Number 1. Relationships. Do you know the term enmeshment? Enmeshment is a description of a relationship between 2 or more people in which personal boundaries are permeable and unclear. And when I say relationships, I actually mean all kinds of relationships. Relationships with your immediate and extended family, your friends, your partner, your spouse, your co-worker, even your boss. You should never have your life controlled by any of your relationships at all. For example, a friend should never dictate to you how you should live your life. Nor should a parent, especially after the age of 18. Or even a spouse or a partner. A study showed most unhappy people in relationships admit they officially became depressed with their lives the moment they actually got married to their partner. This seems odd. Why would this be the case? And the answer is actually quite simple. Everything I ever wanted to do in life is gone, they'd say, because now I'm married. And when asked what they wanted to do, they'd say, well, maybe I wanted to travel, start a business, pursue a passion project, do this, do that, etc. They would describe being married as feeling almost like a prisoner. And this was the answers from both men and from women. But why on earth should being married stop you from pursuing your goals? If it does, what happens in the long run? Resentment, misery, and of course depression. You'd have no reason to get up and go in life, and there would be just yourself on autopilot in the rat race every single day. Good and healthy partners, however, support each other to fulfill their desires and goals. Toxic partners keep you where you are and bring you down because they don't want you to succeed. That's what narcissists do. In fact, the toxic people would keep you failing and encourage even more failure. Never let a relationship, a friendship at all, ever control your life at all. It is your life, remember. It is not their life. You are the captain of your fate, the master of your destiny. Number 2, doubt. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. When doubt creeps into anybody's life and makes residence there, suddenly they are under the control of the doubt. I've seen so many people do a U-turn in their life in pursuit of improvement, all because doubt has crept into their minds. It's not a pleasant sight to see at all. Doubt can come from so many different places, from insecurity of trying something new. Doubt really is a killer of prosperity. Go to the cemetery and you will see so many poor souls who have died, but along with them, all the amazing ideas and dreams that were never pursued. All because they had doubt control them. And unfortunately, they had allowed doubt to also control their entire rest of their lives. And it's tragic. Doubt will stop people from setting up their own business, becoming healthier and fitter and building muscle, from walking away from abuse, negative, toxic people, from improving their lives overall or even just a tiny bit. Doubt will stop people from pursuing an amazing opportunity or an amazing idea, from someone telling their story which will inspire the world. From doing almost anything, doubt will stop it. It really is tragic. Why on earth would you want to live your life like that? All because of limiting beliefs, aka doubt. There's a story of a man who lived an amazingly simple life. He worked at the post office, he had a couple of kids as well, he was a safe guy, never took any risks or pursued any dreams. And then one evening, he woke up in the middle of the night having a heart attack. And as he was having this heart attack, he was screaming. He was so loud, the entire street could hear him. And as his wife called an ambulance, the man screamed out towards her, Please, please, I don't want to die. I don't want to go. I've wasted my life. I never pursued anything. I never did anything at all. He died screaming. Never allow doubt to control your life, because, unfortunately, God forbid, you may end up dying screaming. Number 3, mistakes. It means your future has not been written yet. No one has. Your future is whatever you make it. Make it a good one. Irrespective of who you are, where you're from, how old you are, your gender, your beliefs, whatever, whoever, you are not your past. And you are not your mistakes or your failures. Take me, for example. If you're new to my content, you may not know that I suffered as a gambling addict for many years. Nobody knew what I was going through, and I suffered in silence. By the way, guys, never suffer in silence. Always reach out to somebody. Every single day I gambled, and it was awful, and I'd feel ashamed of myself. I was genuinely disgusted with who I saw in my reflection. And I would go sober for like a few days or weeks, then I'll be sucked right back into it to do it again. Despite how many times I quit, for some reason I never did so fully. And then one fateful day, on my worst loss, worst day ever, the most depressing day, was the trigger, the nail in the coffin. It was that very moment when enough was enough. I was so down and hurt and upset, I vowed never to gamble again. And at the point of me recording this video, I have never gambled since. I'm clean and sober and have no desire to ever bet again. I have never even stepped foot in a casino, a betting shop, you name it. It's one of my greatest, most proudest achievements. But every single day I wake up now with a smile on my face, free of my addiction, I look at the world completely differently. I don't look back at the losses, the defeats, the errors, the mistakes. They're done. They're written in time. They are internally completed. Instead, I look forward as my future is not written yet. I'm sober. I'm no longer a gambler. I can spend my money on other important things. I don't have to stress about going into debt. I don't need to worry about hiding an embarrassing secret. Like a genie released from the lamp, I'm free. You too need to be free of the mistakes and the errors you've made. You are not, and you never will be, your past. And finally, number 4, other people. Yes, never allow your life to be controlled by anybody else, other people. Different from your relationships, these are the people perhaps you look up to or seek validation from. There may be people in your class, your job, social media, celebrities, or even people you want to ask out to date. Here is one of the realest and most important statements on this subject. You're never going to be good enough for the wrong person. I'm sorry to tell you that, but maybe you need to hear it. Sure, you may be a people pleaser, and as a result, it really hurts that somebody really hates you or dislikes you for no reason. Guess what? That's life. Why be so naive and foolish to think everybody loves us? They don't. In fact, some people for no reason are just going to hate us. And instead, we work extra hard to make sure we do not do anything or say anything that will upset these people even more. We'll tread on eggshells, change our appearance, even change our core beliefs or our morals, our values, just to be liked. We all want to be liked sometimes. But then again, show me somebody who's liked by everybody, and I will show you someone who is wrong. This not only controls your life, but it is utterly and awfully a consumption of your life as well. Just because other people like a certain craze or like an artist or thing, you must like it too. No, you shouldn't. Wrong. You're better off pleasing the only person that truly matters in your life, and that person is yourself. Who cares what that person has rejected you for? Over time, they may live to regret it. Who cares what people will not accept you for who you are when what you believe in? Who cares that you dress differently, or you act differently, or you have a different opinion, or you're a very unique person? Never let anybody else control you or your life ever again. Make a vow right now. Be instead, or try to become the best version of yourself. And always remember, you'll never be good enough for the wrong people. However, the right people for your life, they will absolutely adore you. Thank you so much for watching.